All right, y'all. GMOG Sports TV back with another one. So, everybody knows the world has been shocked. Tyson Fury stops the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder, in the seventh round. Deontay Wilder's corner, specifically Mark Breland, threw in the towel, and basically it was over from there. Me personally, I thought the fight should have been stopped earlier in the sixth round. I mean, when you got a guy that just all he was doing is backing up in a straight line with a high guard. His legs were out. He was out on his feet. So, yeah, the right that was the right exact call by Mark Breland. Unlike Jay Deas, who disagrees with Mark Breland, who says that it shouldn't have been stopped, this guy Jay Deas has no integrity. He's a terrible trainer. Hasn't taught Deontay Wilder shit since he's been a freaking professional. And this guy really doesn't deserve to be training for anybody. You stick with, training amateurs, stuff like that. But this guy, Jay Deas, has no integrity. Again, like I mentioned before, he blames Deontay Wilder's performance because of the ring interest costume in which Deontay Wilder paid over $40,000 for that costume. So I'll play the clip real quick and come back with my commentary. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, his legs didn't look great to me early on. I didn't think his legs looked like they normally look. And so I know he came to the ring and they're very, like the outfit was very heavy. And I don't know if that had to do with it or if
I mean, listen, what kind of trainer blames his ring interest? I mean, first of all, excuses are shit. All right, excuses are shit. I don't want to hear no excuses. All you have to do, Trainer Jay Deas, is say that Tyson Fury was the better man tonight. He was the better man. We lost. We had no game plan. As a matter of fact, if you rewatch the fight, because I watched the fight 3 times already, and I'm gonna do a breakdown of the fight itself. So stay tuned for that. But they had no answer. Both Mark Breland and Jay Deas had no answer for Tyson Fury. When Tyson Fury clocked him with that straight right in the side of his head, and it was not in the back of his head, it was the side of his head because Deontay Wilder leaned into that shot because he's so off balance and he doesn't know he doesn't know the fundamentals of defense and ring awareness. You can't lean into a shot, right? So when you lean into a shot and you throw a shot, right, whatever that punch lands, because you move your head, is where it lands. But it landed right here on the side right here. That's where he got hit. Bam, right here. Not here. It was here. And this is a legal shot, right? So when he got that shot, messed up his equilibrium, it was a wrap from there. But during that time, he had a busted lip, right? Busted eardrum. They was giving this man no advice, to the point where they didn't even check on his well-being. Not one question about, Deontay, you okay? Can you continue? Not one question from Jay Deas. Not one question from Mark Breland. We're talking about, Deontay, are you okay? Can you continue? Right? Andre Ward made a statement about that. Like, you guys need to check on his well-being. Make sure he's okay. Not one question about his well-being. A safety health check, right, in his corner. Not one question. That's how incompetent his corner is. At least Mark Breland has the integrity to stop the fight in the 7th round after he was taking severe punishment, right? Because thank God his injuries weren't severe like that, but it could have been life-threatening. We could have had another Patrick Day on our hands. This man, he lives to see another day. He lives to see his children, his wife, and all that. So it was not worth it. When you get to a point where you're getting beat like that, it's bigger than boxing. It's about your life. It's about your livelihood. So it was a correct decision to stop the fight. Like I said, it should have been stopped earlier, but it was the correct decision by Mark Breland. But to sit here and blame your goddamn costume, that shows how much integrity you have. That shows how much you don't care about Deontay Wilder and his well-being, and the fact that both of you guys, Mark Breland and Jay Deas, didn't even question whether or not he should continue. Y'all gave him no advice. The only thing you guys were doing was making sure he can survive, aiding him, making sure the blood was out his mouth and his ear, putting ice on his back. Y'all was getting him no advice. Y'all wasn't checking on his well-being. Y'all wasn't asking no question about how he feels. Nothing. It was terrible. Terrible ring control, ring management, advice, terrible all around. If anybody needs to be fired, it needs to be Jay Deas. I think Mark Breland, you know, even though, like I said, he did throw in the towel, both of these guys, like, they're just not right for Deontay Wilder. And Mark Breland said himself that Deontay doesn't listen to anybody. Maybe he needs a breath of fresh air, a new voice of reason for him, right, for the rematch, if he decides to take the rematch. Maybe he needs like a new voice of reason for some reason. I don't know. But these guys, really, they just, it's been a failure, and the fact that, he's been exposed, you can't, he can't fight off the back foot. He can't deal with constant pressure or effective pressure like Tyson Fury, which was a brilliant game plan by Javon Sugar Hill Stewart of the Crunk Gym. He should be candidate for Trainer of the Year. I mean, look what he did in less than 30 days, like 7 weeks, I believe. 7 weeks. He made Tyson Fury a killer with a right hand. And I'm gonna do another video talking about the right hand before he hit Deontay with that equilibrium shot. He was hurt before that. Okay, Deontay Wilder got caught with a couple right hands that rocked him before that right hand that hit him in the side in the equilibrium shot. He was hit before that. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, man, those are my thoughts on that. Jay Deas, trash trainer, needs to be fired. I believe Deontay Wilder needs to reevaluate his whole team. And people are talking about, after the loss, everybody says, after a loss, you always blame the trainer and this and that and the third. But here's the thing that makes it different. Let's just compare this to AJ, right? Because when AJ lost to Reese the first time, people were talking about firing his trainer and stuff like that. And I disagree with that, right? Because AJ's trainer is not the fact that he teaches him, the fundamentals of boxing and stuff like that, but he teaches him more than that. Even AJ said he teaches him the fundamentals of life, how to be a man. These guys, especially Jay Deas, no, they don't even teach him. The fact that you didn't even check on his well-being in the corner when this guy was basically surviving after round 3, you didn't even check on his well-being. That lets you know he needs to be fired. If you don't care about your fighter's health and well-being and the fact that you said it shouldn't have been stopped, that lets you know he doesn't care about your well-being and should be fired. That's the reason why I think Jay Deas needs to be fired. And Deontay would need to reevaluate his whole team. His whole team, not just his trainers, everybody, including Al Heyman. Everything. So it is what it is, family. Those are my thoughts on that. Leave your comments down below. GMOGSportsTV. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at GMOGmedia TV. Till next time, signing out. Peace.